And welcome back. You're here with Pablo Miguel in Las Vegas on Manifesting Your Dream. And I'm here with Barbara Swanson from Bedford, Oregon, where it's a little Medford, Oregon, not Bedford, where it's a little bit cooler than here. There's a little bit more green, and we're talking about manifesting your dreams. We went over some amazing stories and strategies. If you just join us, make sure that you watch the previous segments. And one of the things that is very, very impressive, right, is that we're talking about faith and how actually faith is such an important component when you want to create the life that you deserve, the life that you actually desire, right, that you were created to live, right? So faith is very important. We share some strategies, how you can increase your faith. And one of the things that always come up, right, is that when we grew up, as kids, sometimes we were programmed as little kids. Psychologists say that most of our personality, most of our identity was actually kind of like almost like made in stone by the time we were 6 or 7 years old, right? All that programming in our subconscious mind. But then one of the beautiful things about our DNA is that if we don't like the way we are, we can change it, right? Now, it takes a little bit of work. It's not like overnight, but we can change it, right? And one of the things that happen to a lot of people, they say like, oh, I'd like to manifest this in my life, right? But that would be more than what my parents had, right? And I will feel a little guilty.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe I'm making my parents wrong.
Maybe I'm making my parents wrong. Maybe I'm proving that they were not successful as I am, right? So one of the things we want to invite you, if that happens to be your case, or if you know somebody that is in that situation, just type their name, tag their name, so they can come and hear this, right? Because don't forget one thing. Your parents will be proud of you actually doing better than them. Think about you. Let's say you create your life, wouldn't you like your kids to do actually better? And then one day you find out your grandkids do even better. You will feel they're an extension of you because they actually are, right? So a lot of the times people, they want to create a better life, but they have subconscious blockages, right?
Yeah.
That don't allow them to move forward, right?
A big one, which we talked about together, is this belief that to be successful you have to be a jerk.
That's right.
Or that's a nice word for it. Or that you're going to destroy the planet. And the sad thing is, the 4 biggest industries are the 4 worst polluters.
No kidding.
So, if you look at what we have right now, your belief that being successful is also going to harm the planet is not unjustified. I'm here to tell you it's untrue. You can make an incredible life, earning incredible money, making the world a better place. And every time you put your foot on that path, you show the world that it can be done.
Wow. And that's one of the reasons I'm really so excited, Barbara, that you're here with us. Because when I grew up in a family that there was a lot of love, right? But there was not a lot of money going around, right? So there was a lot of things that I heard as a kid in my younger years that actually kind of like blocked me, right? As far as like I grew up with the idea, and I got that from, by the way, I love my parents very, very much, okay? So they did the best they could with the knowledge they had, right? Because they didn't take parenting one-on-one in school, right? Neither my mom or my dad. So they did that, they did the best that they can. And we have a very close relationship today. I talked to my mother who lives in Argentina on the way over here. I talked to my father yesterday. He also lives in another continent. So we're very close because technology allows us to do that, right? But I didn't learn how to actually be successful, or actually create wealth through the things that I learned in my family because there were a lot of limitations there, right? So one of the things that I learned from my family was that for somebody to be successful, more than likely they're doing something wrong, right? More than likely, they were not doing things right. And if you were honest and a hard worker, you were not going to be successful. And a lot of people grew up watching movies maybe that actually perpetuated that incorrect idea. And the truth is that you could be successful being a total, piece of, SHITT, right? Or you could be very successful, build a socially responsible business. And that's one of the things that I admire about you, Barbara, is that you build a business that is socially responsible, right? Yeah. You build a business that is actually preserving our planet, protecting our planet. Everything you do, you always measure how is that going to affect positively other people. And we're gonna get a little bit into personalities because you may know somebody that maybe they're a nurse or they're a massage therapist, right? So they have one of those personalities that are just giving, and it's like, I want to do something for somebody else, but I don't deserve better, right? I do everything for my children, make sure they have everything, but I don't deserve a new pair of shoes, or I don't deserve to hire somebody to come and clean the house for me, or things like that, right? So you have one of those personalities that is actually giving and caring, but you still build a very successful business, right? So to me, that's proof that you don't have to be ruthless and be successful. You can be caring, because like Jim Rohn said many, many years ago, it's like money will make you more of what you already are. So if you're a giver and you have a lot of money, you're going to be able to help more causes, maybe build more churches around the world, or feed the homeless and things like that. And if you're a selfish person and you make a lot of money, you're going to be more selfish, right? You're going to just me, right? So one of the things that inspire me to reach my goals and things like that, because you need to know what you want to create, and then you need to know why. And the why is the fuel that is going to drive you through when challenges occur. Because trust me, challenges are going to show up.
They have to.
They will show up, right?
Yes.
So that idea that you set up a goal and then you go 1, 2, 3, is like they say in boxing, right? We live in Vegas, it's a big city for boxing. They say everybody has the perfect plan until they hit on the jaw the first time, right? So now suddenly, like, well, now there's a new fight taking place, right? So one of the things that inspire me is that I say, you know what, if I'm able to reach those goals, I might be able to inspire somebody else, right? It's like the Roger Bannister, right, of that particular space or industry. So your kids are looking at you, your neighbors are looking at you, you can inspire other people, and you have done an amazing job with some of your children, right? So you were sharing your daughter, some of the things that you shared, they actually rub off on her. So I'd like you to share how she went around until she actually found herself and some of the things she's done to manifest her dreams, if you don't mind.
Yeah, she's, thank you, Pablo. She's in her late 30s now, and like most kids, of course, there's rebellion first, because kids have to find themselves. And the one thing she wanted when she was younger was not to be me.
Oh, wow.
Because I worked hard, and I had a difficult marriage. And, I don't blame her for not wanting to be me. I didn't want to be me back then either, to be honest.
Right.
So she, they grew up. She didn't even know what a mall was till she was 11 or 12.
She never been to a mall as a
She never
kid.
even walked in a mall.
Wow.
They were in the country. So she moved to Seattle and then to New York City. So she lived in big cities as an actress and was very good at what she did. But she also used and drank, because that is how she tolerated the stress of that lifestyle. And it was really authentic to her. So when she cleaned up, she came back home to me, just as a launch pad to think
like
about
the prodigal daughter, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not even the prodigal, just a space to get clear. And then she began to try to decide what was important to her. And one of the things she decided is that she would not allow what everybody saw money doing to determine her ability to have money, because she wanted it, but she was very conflicted because she saw money as a very evil thing in her family, in her father's family. So what she did is, in every check she got, she would take bills out. She didn't put in the bank, and she would write on every.
She would cash the check. Okay.
And then she would write on every single bill, "Thank you, universe, for allowing my dreams to come true."
Wow.
100 bill, 200 bills, didn't matter. That was written on every single bill. So that every time she gave money, she was thanking the universe for her capacity to have a life like that.
Wow.
And eventually she did manifest a 70-acre forest preserve.
70 acres.
With a creek running through it, 3 beautiful kids and a good marriage. And she is just an amazing human being who really inspires me, because she does not give in to what is normal unless it is also congruent with her belief.
That is such a powerful story, Barbara, and I'm so happy that that's the way, because sometimes people say, oh, my kids, they're into this, they're into that, and that shows that because I'm sure you put a lot of energy and positive thoughts into her and prayer and so forth. Kids, yeah. When they were going through the difficult times, and eventually she just turned around But just imagine, so many times people, I say, like, everybody wants to go to heaven, right? And nobody wants to die, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with creating something in your life. Like, they want the end result, but they're not willing to do the little work. And just imagine, every time you get a check, just when she's writing that up, right? Thank you, the universe. Every single thought we have, not just some of them, but every single thought we have is actually creative, right?
Yes.
So sometimes people think like, oh, I've spent 5 minutes reading something, or I meditate in the morning. But what do you do with the rest of the day, right? It's like, are you complaining about life? You know, are you thinking negatively about life? Are you feeling guilty about life or fearful? Every single thought we have is creative. So those 5 minutes or 10 minutes that she was taking, writing things down,
An hour.
or an hour maybe, just imagine that, sending that energy into the universe, but also her subconscious mind was actually getting that, absorbing that, and then imagine every single person that received that $20 bill or the $100 bill and went on and said like, oh my God, look at what is written here. They probably felt lucky, right? They got that bill with a little message there,
A little
right?
blessing.
So many times that we can do that don't cost us anything, right?
So this is one of my things.
Amazing.
I love what you said about what are you doing with the rest of your day. So one of the things that I do, because it's really easy to get caught up in bad traffic and some jerk driving.
Yeah, things are going to happen.
So
Yeah.
the Navajo has something called the beauty path.
Okay.
And in the Navajo way, the Great Spirit is beauty. And everything you see around you that's beautiful is just a tiny reflection of that Great Spirit.
Wow.
So I walk a beauty path, which for me means if I'm tired or whatever, I just stop and I look around. And there's never not something beautiful.
Something that we can admire.
A cloud,
Yes.
a sky, a mountain, a tree. It doesn't matter. Watching somebody hold the hand of their child.
Right.
There's something beautiful everywhere, and it resets me to remember. Life is a blessing if we let it be.
Exactly. That's a powerful strategy. See, those are things that they don't take any money. They just take to be proactive, right? Fine. Like this, they said, I mean, like we also like stop and smell the roses, right? You know what? Every time I go by and there's a rose, I actually stop and I smell the rose because I don't want to just say it. I don't want to just talk the talk. I want to walk the walk, right? And it's like it takes 5 seconds, and you say, like, you know what? I feel good just for doing that.
And you know what's cool? So here's my educational piece. Did you know that when you smell a rose, that for the next 40 minutes your brain produces more serotonin?
Wow.
You are physically changing your mind when you smell a rose.
That's amazing. That's very, very powerful. So we have a couple of more things to share with you. We're going to be right back. Okay, we actually have a little surprise for you, so you don't want to miss the last part. You're here with Manifesting Your Dreams, and if you'd like to stay connected, just go to manifestingyourdreams.net, www.manifestingyourdreams.net. Okay, put your email there, and we're not going to keep you updated because we want you to get all this inspiration, all these tips, all these strategies, put it to work in your life, so one day you can too manifest your dreams.